So when working with some beads, it's actually quite helpful to knot in between. But I also would like to point out that in between big pieces of coral like this, it's nice to have, you know, the gold balls or something that spaces them out, because you can't have, this will be rigid and will definitely leave gaps if we didn't have these gold balls in between. Now to knot, it's nice to have something like a knotter tool if you have. Otherwise, the awl is actually a traditional tool for helping to knot. So I've done the basic knot, but I'm not going to finish it. I'm not going to pull through. I'm going to put in this tool here and use it to direct the knot. Now I don't want a gap in my necklace, and so I'm going to take this, leave this in place. I'm going to leave this in place, all right? And then make sure that you have the two. I'm using 2 strands, so make sure that you have the 2. So I'm going to pull this. Now I'm starting from the thicker part of the awl and moving. Now, let's see, what do I see here? I see 2. Okay. So it's important that the 2 of them are identical. I'm going to actually open up the knot and just do it. Okay, so look at that. I'm going to just try a simple. Okay, so here in between this space now, I'm going to put the awl, and I'm going to hold it while I'm pulling the monofilament yarn, which I've chosen to use, towards the knot. All right, and I'm using the wider part of the awl to do that, so that I can move it closer. I don't want the knot to form far away, such that there will now be a gap. You'll be seeing the stringing material, because that shouldn't be. So I've moved it away now, you can see. And then gradually, as I pull, I can also begin to, I'll continue to pull while ensuring that I don't have the excess of the monofilament yarn, and keep on moving it against, it has to be against the bead. Can you see it? You can also use the same thing for pearls actually. So I'm going to move it, make sure that there's no gap. And to help me to ensure that, you can see that now that I've raised it up, that I can see more space here. So please be very careful, otherwise it can spoil your work. If you're not sure that it's in the right position, just go further back, all right? And reposition it, and then continue to tug at this while you move on, making sure that your knot is in the position you want. In this particular one, I want to hide it inside the gold ball that's going to follow. So I'm going to pull this, you can see that it's close now to the hole of the bead. Okay, I'm still moving it on. Okay, and gradually I'm going towards the tip. You can see that's the advantage of having something narrow there. I'm going towards the tip, and as I'm going towards the tip, I'm making sure that there is no slack. We don't need the slack. Okay.
So we can continue.
So can you see that? Can you see? So once you're satisfied, then you can let go. And if for any reason you find that there's any slack, just reinsert your awl and push it as close as possible to where you want it to be. So I'm going to let go now, and that's it. Am I okay with this? Yes, this will just fit inside my gold ball. The reason why I'm doing this is actually to strengthen the necklace. Have you seen pictures? I remember one video that was viral then, a groom who was dancing and then all the coral beads just scattered on the floor. You don't want that to happen, so that's actually why there's a knotting in between. All right, many beads have one bigger hole on one side than on the other, so one has to check. I didn't actually check that, so let's see. Okay, I'm going to use the other side, and then let me look at that knot again. So what I was trying to describe to you before is that if you're not satisfied, just, if once it's monofilament yarn, look through, find the space and push this back in to reposition the knot. So it's very important that you're able to do that. All right, so that's it. Using the awl is actually quite simple. It helps you to position the knot where you want it to be. Okay, the two of them enter here. There we go. And then next we have the next bead. Now, do you know about a bead rimmer? Maybe we should actually show you also in another video how a bead rimmer works. I remember very many years ago when I had to make a necklace for someone, and yeah, there it is. Can you see? So, and then the holes inside the coral were so small, they were not okay. I had to use a bead rimmer to widen them. It took me so long and cost so much more than I had charged for the necklace. So when working on coral, please do be careful and make sure that you get your costings right.